Giorgio, buongiorno.
Yes. Buongiorno. How are
Va
you?
bene?
Everything okay? Thank you so much.
Good morning. Welcome. I'm so honored to have you on the show. We are huge fans of Recarlo Jewelry. We had the honor to become the exclusive retailers in the Netherlands at the end of last year, 2020. Your younger brother, Paolo, was our last guest of season 1. You are the elder brother. We won't tell him, but you're the most handsome one. I'm super happy to have you on the show because what I'm very excited about, you are responsible for production. And that's something that I love because you guys create things by hand. Fatto a mano. But before we go into that and do a deep dive on the wonderful brand Recarlo, which is one of the premier fine jewelry brands in Italy and slowly becoming globally. Tell me, please, a little bit about yourself, Giorgio.
Okay. So first of all, I thank you so much because for me is really an honor as well as a pleasure to be here. And I thank you because it gives me the opportunity to introduce my company. And this is very important for me. My name is Giorgio Re, and I'm a graduated HRD gemologist. I'm taking care about the purchase and selection of diamond. And concerning this, I feel that valid and well-known certification can really make the difference in our business in terms of value. In addition to this, I also take care, I'm involved since 20 years in the production. So particularly, I manage 25 people, 15 are artisans, so goldsmith and setters. And I follow all the supply chain from the design to the prototype to the production of the new collection. This is what I'm doing every day with passion.
Amazing. So it's a rhetorical question, but you are Italian. You are living in Italy. You are now in your headquarters in Italy, correct?
Yes, absolutely.
And did you obtain your HRD in Antwerp?
Yes, I've been there for 3 years. I
So
worked
basically, you speak Dutch then?
No, not at all. I'm sorry, but this is better.
No
We
Dutch.
don't
Okay, so
do
we
trial.
stick to English. All right. So it is a tradition. Before we start with anything, we do a jewelry check. Usually, I do jewelry brands with ladies, so they have more to show us. But I'm very curious. Are you wearing some Recarlo jewelry?
No, not wearing a Recarlo jewels. I'm wearing a watch. Today I'm wearing an Omega moon watch.
Beautiful. Show me.
This is it.
Yes.
Is a special edition called Black. It's called Dark Side of the Moon.
Yeah.
And it's entirely black and realized in black ceramic.
Beautiful. Very modern, very timeless, very design. So you don't have any Recarlo men's jewelry?
I don't wear it. No, I just have these watches because I love sporty watches. I like dark color, and the moon always attract me because I find it very romantic. So
yeah, nice.
This is my favorite watch.
Okay, very nice. So the format is that we ask our guests always 7 DA's list questions. So let's go into that, and afterwards, I really want to do a deep dive on everything that you do and what you're responsible for at Recarlo. Because for those that don't know the brand, it's obviously a family-owned and run brand. I just indicated that your brother and you run the company. Your father founded it, right?
Yes, it founded in 1967.
So it's Carlo Re. So
Yes.
that's where the name of the company comes from. So
Absolutely.
for those that don't know the brand, and you guys have a lot of refined designs. We see at the background of the screen, you guys work a lot with heart shaped cut diamonds, but also very fine hearts in the design of the jewels, which hopefully you'll tell us a bit more about that later. So that was for the intro. My first question, Giorgio, what watch or jewel is your favorite and why?
This one that I just show you is my favorite because, as I said, the moon always attract me, and I like dark colors, so it's a perfect watches for me.
Interesting. So we also design and produce Ace Fine Jewelry. We also work with black diamonds and black rhodium. So we make blacked out jewelry. Do you guys within Recarlo work with black diamonds and or black stones?
Yes, we do. We do this on the men's jewelry, especially tennis bracelet, some ring. Yes, absolutely.
Nice. Okay. Interesting.
Some crosses even.
Yeah. Good. Second question. What did you want to be when you grew up?
Well, let's say that life is long and it is not easy. I would like to, when I grow up, to looking back and see more positive things done than negative ones. Mm-hmm. I'm talking about affections, talking about work, and whatever I did every day of my life.
Mm-hmm. Very nice and very philosophical. Did you always want to join the family business? Have you done something else?
No, I didn't. What I can tell you is that what makes me tick, as we can say, is working on a family business. Mm-hmm. Because we always look to excellence in style, excellence in manufacturing, excellence in the selection of the finest stone.
Yes.
So growing every day, always in a healthy and safe way for the environment.
Nice. And what is it that in this big family business you have drew you to the production side? And obviously the key ingredient are gemstones and precious metals. What is it that drew you there and to become a gemologist and a certified diamantaire?
Well, as my father, I have a passion for the stone. So it really makes me the difference. And that's why I've always been looking for the best diamond. And as you know, there are 4 characteristics of the diamond, but there is only one that is determined by the man, and is the make. So we are taking very carefully the make compared to the standard jewelry. We use only the best make that exists today. That is an evolution of the Amsterdam cut since, let's say, after the Second World War, that was very common. And now we are using the ideal make. And this is the best make for the reflection and refraction of the light.
I'm happy you went to Antwerp and not did the GIA in the US, because you see the Amsterdam roots in Antwerp. So that's a good thing.
That's good.
Thank you so much for sharing that, Giorgio. The third question, who is or was your role model?
My father. My father. My father is a smart person. It's he is very innovative, and also he's a very strong sense, high aesthetic sense,
Mhm.
and also he is doing this work since 50 years, and his motto is nothing is impossible.
Mm.
But to reach this, you need commitment, you need the passion, and you need the perseverance. And it's
Nice.
not easy.
Beautiful. It's amazing to hear both siblings speak like that about their father. Both my brother and I feel the same towards our father, so we have very similar ties because I also work with my brother and our father. And I hope that the next generation will speak about us like that as well. So
I hope. I
thank
hope.
you. Thank you. Um, Fourth question. We're getting out of lockdowns, so this question was created in the lockdowns. But traveling is still a bit difficult. If you could teleport tomorrow, where would you go?
Well, I understood this question in another way, and I was thinking to see in 10, 15 years how my daughters have grown,
Nice.
and what professional career they
Amazing.
did, and if they were satisfied and enjoy the life and the work as much as I did in my life.
Beautiful. You interpret it correctly. Some people take it in current time. Some people go time travel. So it's whatever way you want. That's why we use teleport and not travel. So interesting. So your father of two.
Yes,
How old are
yes,
the girls?
two daughters, 12 and 16.
Ah,
16.
beautiful. Beautiful. Are they daddy's girls or are they giving you headache?
Sorry?
Are they daddy's girls or are they giving you headaches at this age now?
No, 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 no. They are the perfect girl that I
Good.
always dreamed.
Good. So in 10 years, I'm going to call you because my baby girl is one. So I'll
Nice.
call you for some advice in a decade.
It will be a pleasure.
Thank you. Um, what book are you currently reading or what book made impression on you recently?
Well, actually, I'm just started the autobiography of Nelson Mandela.
Mm.
So, a great man, a
Yeah.
president, a man that fights against injustice,
Yeah.
and as well a simple man that lived in a simple way and donated a lot of money for charity.
Yeah. Amazing. Beautiful. Sixth question. What do you think is going to be the color of 2022? We're already almost halfway into this year. So I assume when you guys design, produce, you look what is your time frame actually? How far ahead are you looking as a jewelry manufacturer? Fashion is a lot forward. How much do you guys look forward? And what do you think is going to be the color in general?
Well, we always are updated on this, and we always follow the trends.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, every year we are looking at it, and
Yeah.
because we have to speed up at the time. Let's say that I'm one color. I love the blue one,
Mm-hmm.
and for me also this year I can confirm it. So we are developing a lot of collection also with sapphire,
Mm-hmm.
and for me the blue is also very elegant, noble color, reassuring color that never tires.
Mm. I think you and I are very unanimous. Both our house colors are blue.
Yeah,
You and I are both wearing blue suits and blue ties.
that's true.
so, so I think it's time for you for a new Omega Speedmaster because now they made the blue ceramic
The
for
blue
you,
one.
especially for you.
Okay, thank you.
But Jojo, how far is your pipeline in the company? How far do you guys think ahead, creating new collections? Are you busy with the collections for next year?
Yes, yes. We we take about let's say from 6 months to 1 year to develop a new collection. It depends for the complexity of the style of the collection, but at least we really we are really focused on the design, and sometimes we have to make the same style even 7-8 times before going out on the market, because really we want that Recarlo Jewel is perfect. So it takes time.
Amazing. Last question. Have you ever been to Amsterdam before? And if so, what's your favorite memory?
Yes, I've been about 20 years ago, and I found it as a very beautiful city, very attractive with his canals. I enjoy to see a lot of people sitting down on the street in front of a nice cafe and taking something to drink together in a convivial way. It's a very walkable city, and I remember I rented a bike. I visited the Anna Frank house, and also I visited a very nice windmill.
Nice.
I hope to come back soon, because I would like this time to visit all the art that can offer this city, that I never did it before.
I told the whole Re family and all of the Recarlo team are welcome. Your wonderful colleague Patricia has been here, and she's lovely. So you're invited to come with her. You're invited with your family and your girls to come. So we hope to welcome you soon in Amsterdam.
For sure, for sure.
Thank you so much for these 7 questions. I appreciate it. I always love to know the people behind the brands and really get to know them. So let's get to know Recarlo better, the company. Okay. So would you mind walking me through what you do exactly in details? So maybe for those consumers that are not familiar with fine jewelry and the making of fine jewelry and how complex it is. So maybe can you give us a crash course from A to Z? So do you work first with the design, or do you first find the gem?
Yes. So I will explain you how does it work.
Please.
Okay. Every Recarlo jewel comes out from the pencil of our designer. She's doing first a design, a draw with a special technique called gouache.
Gouache.
Is a thicker tempera that give you the drawing in relief. So it's very you really can feel like a 3D design, even if it's done by hand. In addition to this design, then she will do a side view design where with the 3 views, so from above, front side, and head side of the jewel, and following this process, then we realize the prototype. The first prototype can be done in 2 ways. With the old handmade tradition, so by hand, as our goldsmith of the town did since many years, or with the computer-aided design. So let's say that our workshop is very particular, because we work with both these 2 techniques. But the new laboratory, they don't know the old tradition. They work only with the CAD, and they have a limit. Instead, our laboratory is held by a skilled man who has 45 years of experience. So he knows all the best technique to produce.
So if I may interrupt you for a second, Giorgio, because this is very interesting. So for those that don't know, old school style was hand drawn. A goldsmith would literally either make one from silver, precious metal, or wax. Those are models that you model a ring or a jewel.
Yes.
Now, what Giorgio says modern is you could work with CAM, CAD/CAM. You create a digital file. They use Rhino 3D drawing techniques. They can create a wax model. You could technically 3D print it as well if you want. That is an option. But that's still in the wax. Nowadays, there are new techniques to print 3D gold, which I assume you don't do.
No, we don't do.
I'm not a fan of it either, for the first and foremost reason that it's porous. It's not as qualitative and hard.
Yeah.
And I am not I'm old school. I love the old technique because computers create less fluid, feminine, rounded designs. You can do it digitally, but I'm not a huge fan. We both work with both, as in at Ace, we do too.
Yeah.
So asking you, Giorgio, what do you prefer? Why? And the third question, what are you going to do if this dear man that works 45 years for the company, may he live till 120, does he have an apprentice? What are you going to do when he retires?
Yes. Okay. First of all, okay, I for sure prefer the old tradition. Okay. Also because the CAD is cold. The design in 3D is cold. Mm-hmm. When we have to do complex forms or harmonious line, absolutely we have to do it by hand, because we can give the right curves to the jewel as our eyes see, because the computer is very cold. You cannot reach this. Mm-hmm. Okay, sometimes a computer give you opportunity to go back if you make a mistake, but because if you do the work with hands, then you cannot go back if you do a mistake. But as I told you, we have very skilled people and are able to work by hand very well. And our master goldsmith, of course, he's aged, but he has inside the workshop other people that are learning from him. Mm-hmm. And in this way, we always be covered also for the future. We will be able to satisfy your request.
Good. So for those that don't know the brand and missed the first episode, what year did your parents start? So how old is the company today?
Yes, the company started in 1967, mm-hmm. thanks to my father. My father has had a great passion for gemstone, especially for diamond. Mm-hmm. And since when he was 16, he started to study and to draw jewelry and to create jewelry. And at the age of 21, he opened this activity. So the Recarlo company, when he was 21.
Beautiful. So you said that not many companies anymore, jewelry manufacturers or jewelry brands, not all jewelry brands design and make their own jewels. That's very important for our viewers to know. You guys are a true manufacturer and do everything in-house from A to Z. You said not many have technique one, so the old school handmade technique, right?
Yes.
So knowing you a little bit, I have a feeling you have some designs lying there in front of you on the table. Could that be? Do you want to show them now or later?
Oh, yes, I can show you now. Very good. So I would like, yes, to introduce you the anniversary collection. This collection has an international patent because this design has a very specific and discrete detail, mm-hmm. that is under every stone there is a heart. So there is a heart in gold that held the stone. I will show you. First, I will show you the drawing and then the jewel so you better understand. I hope you can see it.
Yeah.
This is, yes, this is okay. This is our eternal ring. As you can see, it's all completely full of heart. Under every diamond there is a heart. And this is international patent, so we can do this and nobody else. And we are doing this also on a solitaire. For example, this is our top solitaire.
Yeah.
I hope you can see. Yes,
Yeah.
the heart
Beautiful.
is here.
It's a slanted heart. It's
Yes, because this is a Valentine solitaire.
beautiful.
And I show you so how is. I hope you can see it.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's beautiful. And
So,
we
heart.
have this actually in stock because what I love about the fact that you guys are very romantic. You're very timeless, you're very classic, very romantic. And maybe not a lot of people will like or dislike hearts, but it's done so subtly that it's a little accent. So we have obviously the ring that we have on the background now with a big heart, but you guys offer different options to any style of consumer. So the Eternity ring, for example, which we have in stock, is beautiful because the very little details of the chaton, the setting of the diamond. So the Eternity is full round diamonds, and when you look on the side, you'll see very minuscule, subtle hearts. So that's what I love about that detail.
This is the solitaire
Yeah.
in a round shape diamond.
Yeah. Beautiful.
The one that we see before. Let's say that we are doing bridal jewelry, so even the heart that is a detail is very discreet.
Yeah.
Is small, the right proportion, and there is a harmony between the shrink of the ring and all the elements of that compose the ring. So in the bridal, the difference is made really from the details and the right proportion. This is sometimes we are talking of 0.30 millimeters. That is something just more than a sheet of paper, and we say this jewel should be smaller of this size, and it's something really incredible.
Yeah, it's amazing. Amazing. So thank you for sharing that. And I interrupted you on the design part. You showed us some hand-drawn designs.
Yeah.
You showed us the end product. Do you want to talk a bit about the actual stones that go into the jewels and what you're responsible for? Yeah.
Yes, of course. Okay, I explain you about our diamonds. All our diamonds are coming from Russia. They are coming from Yakutia, that is located in the northern eastern part of Russia. And we really select only the finest stone. The finest stone on the cut, as we say before, because we use only from very good make to excellent make. That is the ideal make. It's important to know that an ideal make costs at least 10% more than commercial Indian make. But it gives really the light, the brilliance, the sparkle. The other commercial make doesn't give you this. We also use only the highest color. So starting from D color to G color. but G color, G for George, G color only 20% of our production. So almost we use everything in DEF color. It's very high in the GI scale.
Yep.
Concerning the purity, the clarity, we use from IF to SI. And we don't use stone that the inclusion are clearable, visible at the naked eyes. And concerning the carat size, we go up to 3 carat. But whenever you have request, don't worry, you just ask and we will provide.
So, sorry, 2 interesting things you said. The last thing you said is that you guys can make custom pieces, which is wonderful, because a lot of renowned brands don't do that. So that's what I love about you guys. And at the beginning of the conversation, what you said, which I love, you focus on the most important criteria of diamonds, in my humble opinion, which is symmetry. We focus on the 4 C's, but there are more than 4 characteristics. Obviously, the 4 C's are the most known ones. But me personally, always say to my customers, a diamond needs to do one thing, is give fire, to give light, to radiate.
True.
Yeah. And that can only be done if you have perfect proportions. And that's what you're talking about. So for those that don't understand, when he says full cut, excellent cut, the superior cut, that means that the proportions are 99% and higher. That's what you mean in ratio, because a brilliant cut is basically a pyramid. If it's too high, the light goes out. Too shallow, it goes up again. So it doesn't go up again, but it goes through. I mean, it falls through. And that's what Giorgio means. But not a lot of brands talk about that, especially in the smaller diamonds. I mean, when we talk about bigger diamonds, 1 carat and up, you'll have certificates from third-party laboratories. And then it's often not talked about, also by the big brands. So that's something that I love. And your search for perfections and the excellence in execution of your jewelry. So I salute you for that, Giorgio.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate you say something that I would like to say also, that as you say, if a diamond is too narrow, you will have a fisheye look, then the diamond is not shining. And if it is too deep, you will have a dark table. So it's very important to make. And in addition to this, it's important to know that we are the only one company in the world that for every single diamond set in a jewel has a certificate starting from 15 point, so from 0.15 carat. And we give a microfilm of the stone together with the jewel. So with all detail of the certificate. The certificate, as I told you at the beginning, for us is very important because it gives you trust. And we make certification here in Italy in one of the top laboratory that exists, and the president of this laboratory in the 90s, regulation for diamonds and color stone, so for Italy. So he's a very correct person.
Thank you. Sorry, the screen froze for me at my end, so I don't know if the viewers froze as well. Just can you repeat briefly from the 90s, and then I lost you for a half a minute.
Yes, I repeat. The president of this laboratory in the 90s, he worked together with other people in a commission to determine the rules, the regulation for the diamonds and the color stone for Italy. The UNI is the regulation of the of the diamonds and color stone for Italian rules. So he is a very well-known people.
Amazing. What I love about the fact about the microfilm, I want to talk about that.
Yeah.
It gives me such a nice old school vibe, espionage style or old libraries. I'm old enough to remember microfilms. The younger generation doesn't. Why did you choose that, A? And B, are you going to stick to that, or are you contemplating blockchain technology, for example?
Okay. I think I'm older than you. But
how old are you, Giorgio?
I'm 50.
50?
Yes.
You look better than me. I'm 41, but you look younger than I am.
No, it's not true. And really, for me, the microfilm is like the ID of a people. So to give to everybody together with the jewel, this microfilm give you already something that nobody else can give, because we make also here a patent deposit that we are the only one that can do this. So since many years, many years, and this can give in every moment you can check what is the quality of your diamond. There is a report on this microfilm, and of course technology goes on, and we are doing something else, but I don't want to talk about this now, because it will be something new and very soon. But the microfilm still, I think, is something that makes the difference, because is a certificate, is a guarantees for every stone, and we want to give you.
Amazing. So I'm looking at the time, Giorgio. We had some viewers who sent in questions beforehand that couldn't join us live. I see some questions flowing in from live streaming viewers. Do you want to tell us more, or do you want to go to the questions of our viewers? Because I can chat for you for hours, I see. So I don't want to bore our guests too much. So
no problem. It's about you. For me, is okay.
No, you tell me. Is there something that you want to share? Is there something new in 2021 that we need to know about?
We can go on the question.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes. Thank you so much.
All right. So I look at Dal and Tamara, who are backstage. You guys, do you want to show us some questions, please? First one. Kim Jacob writes on YouTube, which collection and design is your favorite?
Yes, for me, of course, the anniversary collection and anniversary love collection, as they are unique, and they really can give you the proportion, the right proportion. Is a romantic, very romantic collection, and every people usually appreciate it, because is full of diamond, and it gives you really the concept of purity, is eternity, and it's nice things. Yeah.
You know, I was never a huge fan of diamond heart-shaped cuts until I met you guys. That ring that I think my colleagues put on the screen just now, they're scrolling back. Yes, this one. This collection, you have this in a bracelet, you have this in a ring. This specific design made me fall in love with the heart shape. It's so amazing how, because I can see an arrow in it, I can see a tail in it, and you took the heart shape to the next level. So this is something that I fell in love with. So thank you.
It's not only romantic, but there is a really design on this.
Exactly.
And let's say I want to tell you something just a little bit about the diamond shape, because I don't know if the people know, but to cut a diamond in heart shape, you need two people.
Yeah.
One people is done the work to make the cut is a right-handed man. And then you need a left-handed man that makes the shape and the cut for the other side. And the most important thing is to be very carefully when you reach the both side, because this is very delicate point that with the laser you can make some cracks if you are not very skilled.
And this is why I love you guys, because even today I got schooled and you taught me something new, because that's how little I knew about the heart shape, and maybe also my ignorance created the lack of love for that cut, but that I didn't know. So thank you for teaching me something.
Thank you to you.
Amazing. Thank you. So thank you, Kim, for your question. I hope that answered your question. Any more questions we can answer? Or actually, Giorgio. Tamara, my colleague, is a huge fan of Recarlo, and I have to give credit where credit is due. Thanks to Tamara, we became Recarlo Jewelry because she's your biggest ambassador in our company. Tamara writes on YouTube, can you please tell us more about your unique, exclusive care concept?
Yes, well, every Recarlo jewel is sold together with the exclusive care concept that it covers for you, is a guarantee, but is as well an insurance against theft. And so whenever something bad can happen, you will have back your jewel. And always, of course, we guarantee that the jewel is done in the proper way, in the best way. And whenever something could happen, we are responsible. So even if you, for example, lose a stone, in 90 days, we will replace it free of charge, because if we understand is our problem, we are responsible people. So
this is a very good question Tamara asked, because I guess for our viewers that hear this for the first time, this sounds too good to be true. You're basically saying a buyer of a Recarlo jewel gets free insurance.
There is a free insurance. Yes.
Correct?
Absolutely. Yes.
And is this with every jewel?
Every jewel, yes, for 1 year as an insurance, and it covers your what you buy.
Damage of your diamond, damage of your jewel, the loss of a diamond, and also theft of the whole jewel.
Yes, absolutely. If something happened, you just have to go to the police and make a declaration, of course, and we will
file a report. But guys, when we heard it, we thought it was a joke, because there is no jewelry brand that does this, as far as I know, and that shows that you guys really care and think further. So compliments, and thank you, Tamara, for the question. And we see here that Dala pulled up the website. So on the Recarlo website, you guys can read more about this exclusive care concept. Thank you. Do we have more questions? Yes. Leonore writes on YouTube. Oh, she has 3 questions. Hello. And I'm reading this out loud, Giorgio, because afterwards we host this as a podcast, audio only. So I'm reading out the questions. Hello. Can I ask you one? What are the biggest challenges you face in production? Second question. Do you also use other diamond cuts than heart-shaped and brilliant? And 3, do you also make custom pieces? So, Giorgio, good luck. 3 questions.
Thank you. Okay. Concerning the first question, what our commitment? We commit to invest more in the traceability of raw material. So, diamond and as well as gold. So in the future, we really want to go deep on this and give you also traceability on the diamond and in the gold. It's not easy because our supply chain is very complex. You can understand that from the mine to the retail, there's a lot of street and the gold is in a mine, the diamond is in another mine, and the jewelry is made in our headquarters in Italy. But we are working on it very hard, and this is what we will do, and it will be a big change, but we will do it with passion. Concerning the other question, yes, we take care also about all the other shape, like marquise, emerald cut, baguette, tapers, princess, oval. This is common for us. And what I want to tell you that is joined to the third question, because we have a special collection that is called Punta di Diamante, okay, that you can choose the stone. We show you a panel of 10 stone of different shape, different clarity, and starting from this stone, we will create your unique jewel. So our designer, we put our designer at your disposal to create your jewel as you want. So you can decide to do it following our anniversary collection. So if you want some hearts below the diamonds, or if you want a collection, regular collection without hearts, you just can choose, and we can do all what you want, no problem.
That's wonderful. So how does that work, Giorgio? Is that online? Is that physically? Do you do it with your retailer? How do you go about?
Oh well, usually we send, or the customer can come in Italy, or we can show you the stone, or send you the stone, and you choose the one that you want, and then starting from that, our designer will collaborate with you, and she will show you 3-4 different drawings, and starting from these, you can build together your unique jewelry.
Amazing. And obviously you can't do this for smaller size diamonds. What is the minimum requirement?
Usually we start at least from 1.5 carat and going up, because
1.5 carat and up?
1.5 carat and going up. Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. This we are talking about the central stone.
Yes.
Because then you put one stone aside, and it's good to feel it. Otherwise, if the stone aside are too small, you don't enjoy the style of the ring.
I agree. Okay, thank you so much, Leonor. I hope this answers all 3 of your great questions. So thank you for watching and asking us the question. I'm looking at my colleagues. Do we have more? I don't know. They say that was it. So thank you so much, Giorgio. The next episode is in a few weeks with your fellow country lady, Laura Bichego of Nanis Jewels. Do you know Laura?
I know Nanis Jewels.
Laura is amazing as well, and she's coming back on the show for the 2nd time. So make sure to tune in live as well. Rests me to thank you so much, Giorgio. I really, really enjoyed it.
It has been a pleasure. Thank you to you, and I hope to come back.
I hope you will guys come back on the show, and I hope to welcome you live in Amsterdam. And I'm really, really hoping that finally we'll release a bit of the lockdowns, and then we can do a trunk show for Recarlo Jewelry, which is actually overdue.
I'm sure that it will work.
Yeah, and Tamara says thank you as well. And thank you for Tamara for making it happen as well. See you soon and ciao ciao.
See you. Bye.
Ciao,
Ciao.
Giorgio.
Ciao.
Ciao.
Ciao.